In the heart of ancient Egypt, under the vast, star-studded sky, Pharaoh, the mighty ruler, tossed and turned in his grand palace. His dreams were troubled, filled with images that left him restless and perplexed. What could these dreams mean? Was it a sign from the gods or an omen of things to come? Pharaoh dreamed he was standing by the Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, when suddenly, 7 sleek and fat cows emerged from the river, grazing peacefully on the reed grass. But as the vision continued, another 7 cows, ugly and gaunt, followed. They stood by the fat cows on the riverbank and, shockingly, devoured them. Pharaoh awoke with a start, but soon sleep overtook him again, plunging him into another dream. This time, 7 healthy ears of grain, full and good, were growing on a single stalk. But behold, 7 thin and scorched ears sprouted after them and swallowed the healthy ones. Pharaoh woke up, disturbed and anxious. His heart pounded with a sense of urgency. What could these strange and foreboding dreams signify? At dawn, Pharaoh summoned all the magicians and wise men of Egypt, desperate for an explanation. He recounted his dreams, but none could unravel their meaning. The court was abuzz with confusion and speculation, but no answers came. Then, a glimmer of hope sparked. The chief cupbearer, who had once been imprisoned alongside a young Hebrew named Joseph, remembered how Joseph had interpreted dreams with divine accuracy. He hurried to Pharaoh and said, "Today I am reminded of my shortcomings. There was once a young Hebrew, a servant of the captain of the guard, who interpreted my dream and that of the chief baker. Both came true exactly as he had said." Pharaoh immediately sent for Joseph. The young man, who had languished in the dungeon, was hastily brought to the palace. He was given a change of clothes and shaved, ready to stand before the ruler of Egypt. Pharaoh addressed Joseph, "I have had a dream, and no one can interpret it. But I have heard it said of you that when you hear a dream, you can interpret it." With humility, Joseph responded, "I cannot do it, but God will give Pharaoh the answer he desires." Pharaoh recounted his dreams, and Joseph listened intently. Then, with wisdom granted by God, Joseph explained, "The dreams of Pharaoh are one and the same. God has revealed to Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good cows and the 7 good ears of grain are 7 years of great abundance. The 7 lean, ugly cows and the 7 worthless ears of grain are 7 years of famine. God has shown Pharaoh what is about to happen." Joseph continued, "There will be 7 years of great abundance throughout the land of Egypt, but 7 years of famine will follow. The famine will be so severe that the abundance will be forgotten. Let Pharaoh look for a discerning and wise man to put in charge of the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh appoint commissioners to take 1/5 of the harvest during the 7 years of abundance. They should collect all the food and store it under Pharaoh's authority to be kept for the years of famine." Pharaoh and all his officials were pleased with Joseph's plan. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Since God has made all this known to you, there is no one so discerning and wise as you. You shall be in charge of my palace, and all my people are to submit to your orders. Only with respect to the throne will I be greater than you." Joseph, now second only to Pharaoh, diligently oversaw the collection and storage of food during the 7 plentiful years. Granaries were filled to the brim across the land. When the 7 years of famine began, Egypt was prepared. The people cried to Pharaoh for food, and he directed them to Joseph. Under Joseph's careful administration, Egypt not only survived but thrived during the famine, providing food for neighboring lands as well. Through Joseph's faith and obedience, God's providence was made manifest. What once began as mysterious and troubling dreams became